Welcome.
Hello.
Hey.
It's my first good content back from the flu.
Hey, welcome back, Dan.
It sucked.
I usually have stuff to shill, but I don't today. I guess I'm wearing my wife's shirt. There's a link in the description below. Like Psychic Circle Oddities, psychiccircleoddities.com. It's been a decade, and we're in 2020 now.
My God, it's the 20s.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're in the roaring 20s right
Decades
now.
have names again.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're going to be looking at 10 years of history between us, Dan.
We haven't known each other 10 years.
Well.
But we've known each other like 8 years, which is a lot of 10.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking at pictures from this past decade of us together.
Get out of here.
And talking about, what was going on. And
Is this going to make me emotional?
this is...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From our last trip to Star Wars Land.
Yeah, we went to Galaxy's Edge together.
Mm-hmm.
You cried when you built your lightsaber.
I did cry, didn't I?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how emotional I got.
Mm-hmm. I got emotional the first time I did it.
Did you?
When you and I did it this time, that was probably my fourth time.
You felt nothing.
Yeah, I was like, where's the light? Give it to me.
Yeah.
Next up, this is...
Aww.
Yeah, this is when we got our hair done.
That was this year. That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, my hair was like that for quite a while. It took me like 5 days to get all the curls out.
Mine, I resisted getting my hair wet for as long as I could because as soon as it gets wet, it's like goes back to this.
I felt like I looked like little Orphan Annie.
You did.
Yeah.
Like 35-year-old little Orphan Annie who's hit some hard times.
Oh, I like this one. This was at Asbury Park on our last tour.
Wow, yeah, that was our biggest Grumps show ever.
Yeah, I think it was like 3,800.
Real special for me too, because that was New Jersey, where I am from.
That's right.
And they did the welcome home chant.
Yeah.
Oh, Jersey.
It was our only outdoor show that we've ever done, which actually made me a little nervous. And they specifically asked us not to swear. Mm-hmm. And we swear a lot in our live show.
We do. In our lives.
Yeah. We were like pretty good about not swearing, but then the audience started chanting a bunch of swears.
Mm-hmm. That's Jersey.
And we were like, well, it's not us.
Aw. That was a dream come true.
I like how I'm like, okay, me next.
Yeah, it's cool to see those two back to back because those were two of the best Game Grumps related nights of my career.
Mine was when we kissed. Here's
That didn't happen.
2018.
That could be almost any time.
Yeah.
We're on planes so much.
There's something about when we're on a plane together.
Yeah, we start acting like goofy kids.
Yes.
Because we get restless.
Yeah, oh yeah. You sit in that chair for 2 minutes and it's like... Oh yeah. This is one of our first power hours.
Our second one ever.
It's nice that it happened so early, but this was the episode where I was like,
this could work.
We're onto something here.
Yeah. I just remember you slapping chocolate onto the baked, the easy bake oven.
Yes,
I love that one.
Yeah, you can tell.
That's the laugh where I look like my mom, like with the eyes closed and the huge smile. It's just really funny that way.
Wow, that's really sweet. 2017.
Ooh, that's the Vasa.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the same jacket I am right now.
That's right.
An amazing museum in Sweden. So that must have been our Grumps live tour.
Well, that was
Ready Player 3 with Jack, yeah.
And I think this statue was of a woman like admiring the size of the Vasa or something.
I still have my tar soap that I bought there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it smells like a campfire from a distance and then you get too close and you're like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh, good game.
It was during Good Game.
Good Game was a wonderful experience too.
Oh man, yeah, so much fun. So stressful. One of the most stressful things I've ever done.
Yeah, for sure.
My first panic attack. Some Good Game.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. It was the episode we shot where I was like training Lorenzo, and then I went home and had a full-on panic attack, and it was amazing.
It was rad.
Well, we called the EMTs because I thought it was like something wrong. And then they did like a heart scan on me, and they were like, "No, you're like the healthiest person we've ever scanned." Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I was like, "Really?"
I can't say I've really had an attack, but there was like this thing where I had to get my lungs checked. Felt like I couldn't catch my breath, and I was so freaked out. And they checked me, and they were like, "Are you just under a lot of stress?" I was like, "Well, I play video games for a living." And they were like, "Well, check that anyway." And I was like, "No, yeah, it's actually more stressful than you might think."
Yeah. Hey, this is the Moore Theater in Seattle.
That was awesome. The Moore Theater is the theater where Pearl Jam recorded their Even Flow video.
I recently went back there again for Scribble Showdown, and I had actually sort of forgotten. And then I was like, this is so familiar.
Mm-hmm. It's very strange because our lives like sometimes take on this like early scenes in Fight Club kind of thing where you're so tired it just like all blends together, you know, and you're like, by the way, we're fine now. Like we're not panicked anymore.
Yeah.
We're good.
That was 2017.
That was 2 years. That was 3 years ago. we're all fine.
Hey, look at you.
Mm.
This is my first house.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been when you were moving out. I do remember this picture though. My friend who says inappropriate things texted me and said, "You have a hot mouth." I was like, "Thank you."
Oh man.
I remember this picture. I remember all this stuff.
Yeah, this was on tour.
That was right after the 2016 election. I remember the weight of that time.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? What's life going to be like now?
But this is before I was working out regularly, so I'm super doughy.
I think you look great.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, I got the meat hooks now.
Yeah. Big strong Popeye arms.
I love this picture.
Oh, that's our bomb.
Yeah, this is when we did the bomb defusal for the YouTube Red Show, Matt Pat's YouTube Red Show.
Mm-hmm. Sweet Matt Pat.
What's it called? Game Lab.
It's the tightest I've ever had my hair pulled back.
Yeah, that was so weird. I remember when it happened, and I was like, "Whoa, dude!
Who's that guy?
That's amazing."
You've got a face and ears.
We were trying to do like actual bomb defusal, where like I was in a huge bomb suit, and you were on the phone trying to give me instructions on how to defuse the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember those bomb defusal guys were so cool.
Heroes, man.
Ugh.
Oh, 2015. That's the Ren Fair.
Hey.
Yeah, look at that deep V. Jeez. Yeah, I remember that. That's the little weapons tent where I got my flanged mace.
That's right. I ended up buying 3 swords that day. Stupidly.
It was a good day.
Cool.
And also, that was one of the Ren Fairs where a girl broke up with me, like right after we went.
Oh,
Yeah. One of the 2 Ren Fairs that happened at. When Ashley and I went to the Ren Fair this past year, people were like, "No!" But we're fine. Everything's cool.
The curse has been lifted.
Yeah. The only way out of that tidal wave is through, man.
Oh, this is me looking at Mochi.
Aw, sweet Moch, man.
On a sketchbook.
That's a younger Moch.
Remember when I used to draw?
Mm-mm.
Funny stuff. Wow, man, I loved that couch. That couch has been slept on many times.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, what a delicate little boy.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. I love Mochi.
He's getting old now.
Yeah, he's a 10.
Yeah, he's still pretty spry though. 10 is their life expectancy. He's climbing upstairs, jumping on the bed.
Yeah,
like
he's all right.
Still being a healthy boy. Oh man.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was a dream come true.
That was thrilling.
We did the charity stream for Mystery Science Theater 3000, the Netflix show.
Mm.
We got to meet the puppeteer who does Tom Servo and Crow now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to meet
Joel.
Yeah, we got to meet Joel.
Joel Hodgson.
And we performed his Star Bomb on the stream. I think it was our first performance ever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then we ended up doing a Game Grumps episode with Crow.
Yes.
With our like silhouettes and everything.
Which was so cool.
Which was amazing. Standing on the shoulders of giants kind of thing.
It wasn't incredibly different than Game Grumps, though.
Yeah, no. It's just an episode of Game Grumps with Crow.
All these things, like, they don't feel like it in the moment, but they're such like snapshots of like moments in time.
Word, bro.
Yeah, word.
Hey, this is Attitude City.
Oh, so tough.
This was in
You're starting to look very different.
This was in Palm Springs.
Yes.
And I was directing. The shot that I'm most proud of is the donuts.
Yeah.
The donuts on the barbell.
Yeah.
That was really like fun and action packed.
In the scene where I'm sleeping like with my parents, like the hand stroking my head.
Right.
That's my mom.
This was also a really good memory for me too, because this is the first time we ever performed live as Star Bomb together, just in general. So you had that piano in the living room for an audience of 1.
Yeah.
And that was like, wow, we're a band.
Oh, that's 2013?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought that was earlier. This was at Six Flags.
Magic Mountain, yeah. Mm-hmm. How long had we known each other at this point?
We had known each other for about 1.5 to 2 years. Those were Supergirl capes.
That's right.
Yep. And I'm wearing a propeller beanie. The reasons of which are lost to time.
Wasn't this the trip where we went on X2 first?
Yes.
And then it ruined the rest of our day?
I was not okay for like 2 days
Yeah.
afterwards. If you go like 70 something miles an hour backwards.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, through fire. Oh, look at this baby Arin.
This is going in 2012 now.
Mm-hmm.
I was living in Palmdale. I was so impressed that the ice cream truck actually had ice cream.
This is how you looked when we first met.
Yeah, I didn't have the beard.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't done the injury on my lip yet. So
Oh, right.
I had a normal upper lip.
Which I've still never seen, by the way.
You can sort of see it through the hair.
You grew the mustache so fast.
Yeah. What was weird about Palmdale too is it snowed there one night, which was amazing.
I remember.
And I went outside and I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh, that's young me. That was my first day in California.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So that's at your uncle's place?
It was at my uncle's place in Palm Springs. That was before I got sick though. So no, or maybe it was after because my hair's short. Because that's when they cut my hair. No, I look at that picture and think like, man, that guy had no idea like what he was in for.
Seeing short-haired Dan is such a wow.
Yeah. Well, they cut it in the hospital. They cut it so like they could get the IV into like places better. Not a haircutty dude.
Forget getting a haircut, man. Forget it.
Oh, look at you.
This is me at Galcos. Galcos is a place in Pasadena where you can get a bunch of sodas. And Susie and I used to go like all the time. Love Galcos, man. Now when I go, I get like 4, and I'm like, this is too much. If that tells you like the difference in age.
Oh, we're getting real young now.
Yeah.
Look at you.
2010.
Mm-hmm.
This is me and Susie at Lee's Sandwiches, which was like our favorite place. It's like a Vietnamese sandwich place.
Is that Susie with little cat ears next to you?
I think this was right after we went to a Hello Kitty thing. I remember feeling so fat that day.
Wow. Go figure.
And I was probably like 40 pounds lighter than I am right now.
It's like when because people just love to tell you how old you are. Like, you're so old.
Mm-hmm.
And so you basically, until you realize like, oh, that's stupid, and force yourself to stop thinking like that, you feel old from the time you're like 17 onwards.
Yeah.
And then just continuously keep looking back and being like, I was so young. Why did I think I was old? And so when I hang out with my 92-year-old grandma and I say anything like, man, I'm 40. Like, isn't that wild? She's like, shut up. Like, what? Oh,
hey.
Yeah, that's at Brian's house. That was the year after we met. Look how black Brian's hair was back then.
Wow.
That's what having a kid will do to you. Yeah, we were still getting to know each other at this point, but that was around the time when we were writing stuff like Dinosaur Laser Fight.
Wow.
And yeah, because at that time we were just young comedians like having fun.
That's not what we are.
Well, there was just no sign that Ninja Sex Party was going to go anywhere.
Oh, right.
Like or turn into anything. So it's real cool to look back and be like, oh man, those guys were at the beginning of a journey and they didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Who's this pretty young lady?
This is my Burbank apartment.
I didn't know you back at this point.
No, man. This was when I was like doing that tester video.
Yes.
Like we recorded the audition for the tester. This was like my bed for a long time.
So rock and roll. We might have known each other like through email messages.
Yes, because the Dinosaur Laser Fight promo with the puppet was shot in this apartment.
Yes.
At least emailing or YouTube messaging when that was a thing.
Doing something. Oh man. That was the Toronto Sketch Fest, which is still around, I believe. That was Brian and my first performance outside of New York City.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember walking around Toronto with Brian on this trip thinking, man, like our dumb dinosaur jokes got us to Canada. You know, like this is so cool.
2019.
Oh my God.
Oh, we did this one in the Susie episode.
Does your hat say Space Princess?
Yes, it does. So this is Kennedy Space Center. I used to go there all the time and watch shuttle launches when they used to launch shuttles.
Oh, I'd love to do that once.
This was, I think, when publicly I was starting to be a little more like, okay, I'm going to start wearing pink and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like making a joke of it, but at the same time I was like, I like this hat.
Yeah.
This was me at a fun spot in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Arcades were my life at that point in time. I was a DDR fanatic.
Is that a recreational eye patch?
Yeah. I got some tickets and I traded in the tickets for an eye patch.
Oh, there's me and my grandma. That's going back a ways. That's got to be, 2009. Yeah.
That's a real photo too.
This was like on a CVS
Wow.
like wind up. I think we had just started NSP maybe the week before.
Wow.
Yeah. We started NSP in February, and that is for my birthday in March.
Holy crap. Oh, that's everything.
That was fun, man.
Yeah.
What a nice little trip.
Great little trip down memory lane.
Yeah. I wonder what the earliest photo of us together is.
Did we take a picture when we went out for sushi that one day?
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did either. I think we were like we both felt like there's a lot riding on this, you know? So I don't think either of us wanted to be like, let's take a picture together. I mean, we've changed a lot, but we're definitely the same people with the same like core.
More mature, definitely more empathetic.
Yeah, less stupid and selfish, but that's the whole point of life, you know?
Well, I mean, because
try to get better as you go on.
You were 30 here. I was 20. There's a big difference between 30 and 20.
Yeah.
And being 20, I was kind of an idiot.
The human brain doesn't finish developing until you're 26.
Yeah.
And so I can definitely look back at some decisions I made in my early 20s, and I'm like, yeah, that was the choice of someone with not a fully formed brain. Yeah. But dude, you're the best.
You're the best.
Oh.
You get it. Yeah. Huh?
I love you, bud.
I love you too, brother.
Yeah.
Here's to another 10 years.
10 years, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Mwah. Thanks for joining us.
Treasure your friends, everybody. And your family.
And your treasure, if you're a pirate.